Hello.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, too bad yourself?
Yeah, had the house hunting go.
Yeah, good in some aspects, disappointing in others. Probably gonna look worse.
Okay.
You know, when the pictures make it look good, but you see it and you see all the problems with it.
Well edited photos.
Yeah. Yeah, the camera persons aren't their pain, let's put it that way.
Ah well.
But I think I've cracked all of this code finally, just to make it look pretty.
It's a bold plane.
Yeah, no, mate, I've forgotten something that'll work. I think I've got it right, but only one way to find out.
Are you heading into session or?
I will be in a second. I'm just in an IMS one at the moment because I'm just
right.
testing something. Shit. Yeah, Jordan was saying to me that he thinks it'd be good if you could see all of the data on one screen instead of having to scroll like it did.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to sort that
idea,
out. Yeah, typically I arranged it in the wrong way. Like, you can see it all now, but instead of it being like GTPs on the left, LMP2s in the middle, and GT3s on the right, it's yeah, I've done something wrong because they're still listed vertically, and there's a bunch of dead space to the right now. Web stuff is not my strong suit.
It's definitely not mine, mate.
I'm surprised that I've even managed to make colours go on here properly. Like, to me, that's good enough. Looks pretty enough. Please work. Tell you what though, at least nowadays, if you've break something, you can just ask AI to have a look at it for you, and typically it will spot it for you.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, like most of this stuff I've built using AI, because a lot of it's just functions that you just take a look at it and you're like, oh, okay, so I just need to do something slightly different for something else, then you just tell it what you need it to do.
That's amazing.
Honestly, it's brilliant. Like, you have to understand the code to understand where it's going wrong.
Yeah.
How to fix it. So it's not like anyone can do it kind of thing, but it,
Oh, yeah,
it
this
really...
just sounds like you're trying to justify your job.
Pretty much, yeah, like... it's the sort of thing that, like, it won't replace people, it'll just make people a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
Like, what I've done in 2 days would take... well, someone that knows what they're doing, it would probably take them a couple of hours, but, you know, it'd be eventually something that a team of people would need to be doing, and it's just one guy sat there with AI.
With nothing better to do.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. But yeah, it looks good for a job application. It just happens that it's kind of fun.
You've got the fastest lap.
Why did I start trying to make it look pretty? Now I'm just, you know, not even testing if it's correct.
Are you in session now? Are you in
I'm just in
monitoring?
an into one at the moment.
Oh, okay. I was wondering whether I should come into the pits or not.
And it's annoying because if I disconnect from a session and then make changes to this code and then reload it, because I've built in something that waits for the session to start, it won't actually show you any data.
Right.
But it does seem to work for the replays as well, actually.
Oh,
Like I rewound earlier and it detected it was on an outlap still. It seems to only update the guy that you're spectating though. Everyone else kind of, it still updates live.
oh, okay. Weird.
But yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. That's a complicated problem that quite frankly I ain't dealing with today. But for live racing, touch wood, it seems to be pretty good. I just need to make sure the data it's given is correct. Yeah, I showed it off to Ben because he was saying about his sim racing centre. And he said it'd be kind of interesting in something like this as well, so could be kind of a good little project.
I guess the point of difference is like making a point of difference with everyone else.
Yeah, like it's the sort of thing that I did for Ben's sort of application. If you set up a little web server that then people can connect to on like their phone or something locally whilst they're there, so if they go away from racing and go get a drink or whatever and they still want to pay attention to it, they can.
Yeah, okay.
Still things like that like, you know, for people like him it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
And I bet there's more than one sim racing centre out there that wants something like that if they don't already have it.
True.
The same sort of thing that like karting centres have, right?
Yeah.
Just sim racing instead. If I can fix the bloody thing. We'll figure out the goddamn layout thing. This is what I get for not paying attention to stupid lessons in college. Thinking, oh no, I'll never use that.
Going up for a fag.
Pretty much, yeah.
49.387.
Funnily enough, you saying that, my lecturer at college does actually, does somewhat look like you.
Really?
It's almost uncanny, thinking back.
Car 4, just at the fastest lap. 48.031.
You know, I'm gonna try something. I stuck at web design, so I'm being lazy to the point that I've scribbled some text on a screenshot and sent it to some AI and been like, make my website look like that. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but if it does...
You're a genius, AI genius.
No, it's the fucking people that made the AI that are geniuses. Some dipshit like me can come along and be like, oh, okay. You know that saying about trained monkeys? That is basically what is going on right now. You know what? I think it might have actually understood Chris.
Just set the fastest lap. 48.018.
Really?
I will show you what I gave it in a second because it is honestly amazing if it figured it out from that. This is where it just places the text that I scribbled at the top of it in the same place and goes, yeah, good enough.
Have you sent me something?
No, not yet. It's still loading. I'm scared. I'm always scared to click something once it's generated some code for me in case it loses where it's at and just goes, oh, here you go, that works, and then it just isn't. I've done that too many times and then spent a long time figuring that out. How's the championship going though, by the way?
I'm currently 4th. There's one more round to go. Well, this is the last week. I'm 25 points behind 3rd. I was up in 3rd until last week.
Oh, very nice.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that 3rd back though, because the guy who is in 3rd has got a worse drop score than I have. So it's easier for him to top it up. But we'll be giving it a go.
But he worked.
Nice. So the moral is basically scribble a load of shit and then get someone else to sort it out.
Right, I'll show you what I did. Right. So look at that image I just sent you there.
Give me a sec.
That's the problem I was having. It was putting the GTPs in the right place, but the P2s and the GT3s would be a place below still. I scribble that text on the image and go, make it do that. And...
oh yeah.
Right. Hang on. Let's bring that. Yeah. That is what it gave me.
Ha!
Fucking beautiful. See what I mean? Like, you really don't have to what you do. Like, you don't have to know what you're doing anymore. It's just great.
It's amazing. It's exactly what you asked for.
Right, now I'm going to come out of insert and join your session and see if shit actually works.
I'm going to go for a quick slash, and then I'm going to come back and do some more laps.
What session is it you're in?
I think I sent you a message, 586 or something.
Ah, yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
Right, back.
Session, that one. That's what I want. 586. These Formula Ford sessions load so much quicker than those IMSA ones.
Best cars probably, is it?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Right. That's at the bears. I need to restart it. It doesn't seem to do too well if you load into a different session.
I'll just shit yourself.
That, or I've been too explicit with how I've told it to load. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to load any data for this session for cars.
54.08.
I'm gonna do my IT bit. Turn it off and on again.
Or just fucking shout at it until it works. That's normally what I do.
Just working on setup at the minute, so just ask me to do whatever you want when you need it.
Yeah, just need to make it
Work.
actually work quickly. I had it working yesterday, but then I started adding something, because you know in IMSA it does like IMSA 23 for the GT3 cars, and Delara PT17 for LMP2s. I added some stuff to rename it to actually be like GTP, LMP2 and GT3. And I think it stopped it loading if it's not one of those. Also, why is there no wind direction showing for this one? Is that because there is no direction? But I find that hard to believe. No?
Let's look.
Speed's
info. It says wind west 2 kilometers an hour on iRacing.
I've got it as 2.3 at the moment because it's, you know, it goes to the decimal place.
Yeah, it rounds up and down on iRacing.
Yeah. Okay, why is the direction not loading? It was before. That's interesting. The direction's also a little bit off because it gives you some weird, like, decimal number instead of, you know, north, northwest like it does in Sim.
Oh, okay.
So I had to, well, I cheated. I used AI again to write some script to convert it properly, but I think it's like 90 degrees off.
I wonder if it depends on the track layout and where that's situated sort of in the world.
Maybe. I don't know, I'm too stupid to know that kind of thing.
You know what I mean? You may have gone for the track that's on IMSA. This is north. Well,
Oh yeah, because it would depend, change the hemisphere, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Shit. Yeah, no, it definitely wouldn't account to that. So that's, yeah, I might just have wind strength, or wind speed instead of direction, because that would be too much bollocks to code, to be honest. You'd have to store like every track's location and where it is above the hemisphere and that sort of thing. And just I can't be bothered to figure that out.
Would it not? Would it not be within iRacing's own info?
Maybe, but then I've got to still go through and get all of that and format it into a way that can be read, and that's it. I just can't be bothered with it right now. It'd be something I can add,
it's a
but
detail, and it's a detail.
Yeah, like if you know how strong the wind is, then you know enough. If you want to know the direction, you can look in iRacing for now. But it picks up how much time is remaining in the session, how long the session is. I think I figured it out. If it like resets between like quali and race, it should reset all of it to 0. Should being the key word. But if you refresh it whilst you're sat waiting for like the pace lap to start or waiting for the green flag, it works perfectly every time.
Okay.
From what I can tell. Like, the numbers might be off a little bit for how many laps since you pitted. I need to figure that out.
You want me to go into the pit?
2 seconds, let me just make sure this actually loads data. It should this time. Yeah, there we go. Right.
48.503.
And it also seems to be 0.001 seconds out on lap timings, but I think that's literally the lag between it doing all the calculations and saving the time.
Okay.
So I can, I can factor that out later on. Right, if you go into the pit lane,
Okay.
it should, in theory.
Do you want me to stop or drive through or?
Either one, it will detect you in the pit lane because it's there's a flag in iRacing that tells someone, like, tells the software if it's the driver's in the pits. It doesn't matter if you drive in or if you just spawn in, kind of thing.
Pit boxing 10. 5.
It is not detecting that you're in the pit lane now.
1.
I'll drive through.
Which then means it hasn't triggered the outlap logic either. Or the fact that you stopped. God damn it. You fix one thing and another thing bloody breaks. I think your fastest lap's right there, 59. Oh no, 48.157 is your fastest lap, isn't it?
Yeah. 156, yeah.
Yeah. Close enough. I'll fix that later.
No, it might not match you, mate, but it matters to me.
That final thousandth of a
Yeah.
second.
Is it picking up incidents?
No, that I couldn't get to work either.
Okay.
Again, they're probably, like, you remember how I said to you earlier, there's like the session data and the driver data. It seems to me that everyone else is picking up the incidents and iRating and that sort of thing from the session data because it is stored there.
Makes sense.
2, 5, 6.
But again, for now, like, there might be a better way to pull the lap times and that sort of thing. But it's more of a, I want to figure out the logic for, like, what tyre they're on, their pit status, the lap they stopped on, how many laps they've been out since, and like their longest stint that they've been out for. That stuff I want to get first, because just pulling a lap time out of like whatever's stored in iRacing's simple enough. Let's just, get this, display it here. If this changes or someone does a lower time, that if they do a lower time than it, then replace it.
Yep.
48.261.
It also seems to be that if there's one class of car on track, it only takes a second to refresh. If it's like 2 or 3 classes or more, it takes 2 seconds to refresh.
Got ya.
But that's not the end of the world. Apparently you've done 40 laps since you pitted. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
48.246.
I'll come in a sec. I don't think I've done 40 laps in total.
Yeah, I think it's somehow reintroduced a bug that I fixed earlier as well, where it shows the laps since pit stop as -1 when it should be 0.
Oh yeah.
Which then copies over to the longest stint if that's the only data that it's got in there. So apparently you've done 42 laps this stint.
Nope. I've done 42 laps. I've done 42 laps in total.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's. I think it's because it's detected that you've done you've done 42 laps. It hasn't flagged that you're in the pit lane, and it can't go back and look at when you were in the pits
Got you.
because of when I started running the code.
When you came, right? Got you.
Yeah, so it's if it doesn't have that data available, and I don't think even in the session data I can get that. So, but if you run it from the start of the race, obviously it's up to date.
So
it's
would
accurate.
Would it know now if I'm going out now?
Yeah, if you go into the pit lane.
I'm in the pit lane. I'm just coming out.
Yep. It says that you're in the pits. If you drive out the pit lane, it should tell me that you're on an outlap.
Yeah.
It does not.
How about now?
No. I think that's something else. It's detected that someone else is on an outlap, though. Has he just driven out the pit lane? No, he hasn't.
I can. If you, I don't know if you can see my stream, but it's saying I'm on an outlap, but it's not saying anyone else is on an outlap.
Yeah, whereas I've got it as one guy that was on a flying lap is on an outlap, and no one else is. Apparently, you've done 2 laps since your pit stop as well.
I've just come out, so I'm on my. This is my outlap finished, and I'm just about to start my first flying lap.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure it's. Yeah, now I've got it as 3 laps since it, so it should be 2 laps since you stopped, isn't it?
Gonna head in the pits again.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
See, yeah, now you pitted, it's got 0 laps since pit stop, but as soon as you leave, it jumps to like 1. So I've made a mistake there. I fixed that earlier, so it should be easy. Yeah, I think if we can get these, well, if I can get these numbers and everything working and they're right, it should be quite handy for like the strategy side of the endurance racing.
Yeah. Can you do any? Can you build in like predictive fuel thingies? Is that possible? Do you think at a later date?
I could get it so it's like you work out how much fuel's used each lap and like average it, and then be like, if you keep driving like this, you'll get this many laps.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I could do stuff like that.
Cool.
and it would be real time. Well, it'd be like every second or two rather than, you know, iRacing's, you've done a third of a lap, now we're going to give you like a decimal number. We don't know whether it's, you know, about to tick under half a tank or if it's actually closer to 3/4 of a tank.
Yeah.
About 3/4 of a lap even.
Right, just heading out now.
Pits triggers. Yeah. Apparently you've done 4 laps since your last pit stop.
Seems to be adding them up.
Yeah, something's not right there. And if it, like, it seems to work better if there's more than one car class.
That's weird. I think it'd work easier, wouldn't you? Because it's easier to concentrate on one thing. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's something to do with like the name correction thing I said earlier. It's having a bit of a bitch fit about it. I might just leave it as it shows -1, and that'll be like, you know, they're in the pit lane, and as they leave, it should go to 0 laps. Yeah. Oh wait, that might just be that it's not loaded data, because now that Oliver Jones is in the pits, it's set to 0. So I might just have to leave it as it shows as -1 if no data is loaded.
Are you making a little list of changes that need to happen?
Yeah, I think rather than chase this bug, it's easier just to be like, oh, if they enter the pit lane, the lap since pit stop goes to -1, then as they cross the line, it will set to 0 anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Typically, like at every track, the pit exit is further than the start-finish line. So obviously it will be set to 0 as they leave the pit lane.
Yeah.
Which should then help me tidy up the outlet logic, which is somehow still not triggering. Are you driving?
I am.
You are? Okay.
That's one word for it.
Is it just wet and dry tyres in it? There are no wet and dry tyres in this, are there?
No, it's all one tyre.
Just noticed that tyre is not working for this as well.
I wonder if it's, yeah.
I think it's the idea of it's probably wrong.
48.742.
Right, I'm just going to try an IMSA session quickly, because I want to know if it's broken because it's just a single class, or is it broken overall?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, excellent. A race session is just, let's watch some bottom split IMSA. I've been watching a lot of bottom split wars to test this just for entertainment in the background. Oh my god, it's amazing. Some of the moves they make, they're actual, you know, they think they're heroes. Oh, what have we got here? 800 odd I rating in a GTP.
Nice.
Any advances on 818 I rating?
Don't you start with like 1.5?
I think so, yeah. Like, how has he nearly halved his I rating? There's a few of them in the 8-900 range. A couple in the low 1000s. Like, 1300 is a high I rating for this split, evidently.
How many splits are there?
I think it was like 7 or 8. I saw a guy earlier with a pro license tag with like 7k I rating.
58.556.
Honestly, if you need a confidence boost, just watch like someone that's got half your I rate and drive around for a little bit.
You don't feel that bad.
You'll feel great about yourself. It sounds bad, but is the formatting all fucked up now?
AI screwed you over.
Yeah, it kind of has. What?
48.761.
Oh, I'm gonna actually have to get involved and do some code myself, I think, here. I thought this was the modern era instead. No. Actually gonna have to code myself. What is this? Why? This is the weird thing about like using AI to develop stuff. At some point along the line, even though I've not told it to, it's just decided to take wind direction out.
Ah, okay. Well,
That's why there's no wind direction. It's more or less of, you know, read what it's giving you rather than just like, okay, copy paste.
Sorry, fella. It's the rear that's causing me issues here.
This guy could just drive forward a little bit. That would be fantastic.
Which guy?
The guy in this session, he's literally sat right behind the white line. Just drive forward 5 meters for me, mate. Just need to know if this works. Why is he just sat there? Oh, wait. But this is a race session.
loose on the rear. Race on a practice session.
Yeah, I think there's some bits I may actually just have to start building again.
He's just been too hooked over.
Yeah, it's just not right. Like, so I think I've changed some of the logic, trying to like correct some bugs in a way that's just not. That's actually made it worse instead of better.
AI sucks.
Probably new versions.
So we've established that it's still a little bit on the fuck side, yeah?
Definitely a bit on the fuck side.
Right.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Oh, we have a spinner. At least entertaining.
And how is the rejoin?
Actually quite good.
Okay. It's boring.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting carnage. Oh, he's got a GTP right up behind him going up through Eau Rouge. Or Radion, whatever the hell you call it. Huh? This is better than expected.
You sound disappointed.
I am in a way. I was expecting murders. Well, now is he going to get around this slow car ahead of him? Will there be patience or will there be death?
48.461.
I'm going to drop off and go rebuild after this stuff, I guess.
Alright, mate.
Well, yeah, I'll let you know when it actually works properly.
Yeah,
Could be
no
a while
worries.
at this rate.
I'll probably be practicing tonight as well if you want to come on.
Yeah, let me know if you are, because if I get anything working, then we'll test it properly.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Speak to you in a bit.
Laters, yeah.
873.
We've tried different rear spring rate. We've tried different anti-roll bar. Try a bit of toe. Not Ben Daniels from somewhere. I can't remember where it's from. Ben Daniels, is it?
48.948.
Radical. Got a little bit too rear grip. What's rear grip there? Stop you from turning in. He's going.
Go right.
Good exits. Right. Hop. Righto, on the rear, let's try it. I've lowered the rear ride now, click. She's giving me a bit more stability. It's not flicking out as much mid-corner, but just a touch too much on the steer. Going out the corners, but I kind of live with it and then try and fix it another way. I think that's a good change. For later in the race.
136. New fast lap for you.
How many laps we got left? 10. Not actually made a 47 yet, I don't think, so that would be nice. Oh, bastard.
48.066.
Really pushing to try and get that 47. Or whether I get that 47 or not, setup feels fairly consistent.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Ah, that was the one I was getting, the 47 I think. Fucked it up. Not happening this time either.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. .058.
Fairly happy with that pace, I think. No, with 47s, but there's a lot of 48 zeros, ones. It's make a note of that change. And we'll be on tonight, I think, and try and make some more changes. Let's have a look at Ben's lap then. I can tell you where you got your lap then. In the toe. You cocky you. Because you didn't get anywhere near that afterwards. Right. Time for something to eat, I think. Back later.